To the average person, they would think a pretty picture equals a good thumbnail, but they'd be wrong. Thumbnails are about preconceptions. You plant an idea into someone's head before they even click, and they click because they need to confirm if that idea is real. In this section of the weekly call, we talked to Dimi. He made a video with 339 mods in Lethal Company and wanted us to critique the quality of his packaging. We're going to show you exactly where he's messing up while dispelling a few misconceptions about content creation in under 10 minutes. As you can see on screen, this is Dimi's packaging at the start of the call. And he's got 3 constraints: survive a bunch of days, spend money to stay alive, and kill some big modded monster. Here's what we said.
I think there's some, like, the dead space on the right just feels a bit off because you've got him in the center and then like one on the sides. My eyes automatically drag to that negative space where there's nothing there. So I'm not even looking at the things in the thumbnail. My immediate thought is to look at the top right.
I think that he's definitely onto something. Look at like Super Smash Bros. When they started off, how many characters did they have like playable? You got a lot of options and they throw them into the cover. The more the game series progressed, the bigger the cover art became. If you're going to have those mods in there, it would be a good idea to have more showing.
To what Jay said about the natural area of when you look at it and you like click on it or whatever it may be, I can see where he's coming from for real. And what I would probably do is just big, bold, 339 mods.
You get the stakes, but you don't get the clear story. So I did feel like some text was missing.
Now it's time to move into the title.
I personally am not a big fan of the ... dots at the end of things. I know from your point of view, you're probably looking at it as like, oh, and so I guess what happens, but it just sends people off away from the video. I like it as is without the ... dot.
I like it, but I think it's a start. I think we could iterate on it further and improve it.
If you remember from the start of the video, Dimi said survive a bunch of days. After being told to iterate on his concept further, he actually told us a specific number, 15 days, which ended up changing the conversation entirely.
You had 15 days, you have 339, right, mods, and it increasingly gets harder. That's something that needs to be fixed into the title. But what if we instead said, I need to survive 339 mods in 15 days while everything keeps getting harder?
Yeah, I think the only thing about that is I think, people who click on the video probably know Lethal Company is, and that's a base thing in the game that it just gets harder.
Yeah, but it's not getting harder because of the base thing in the game. It's getting harder because you put challenges on yourself. That's part of the packaging of the video. I have 15 days to complete 3 challenges with 339 mods installed. And that's the true interest of the video. Okay, so this is going to be funny because I'm going to watch you torture yourself. But it's only somewhat there, right? Like, all right, random guy I don't know is torturing himself playing this is super modded shit. And there's a Demogorgon.
Also, if you're going to go for the more simpler one, I really don't like the word tried, because that also implies that you tried and failed. And so I'm not going to click it, because why would I click something where you don't do very well? Like, I think if you're going to go for a more simple, it's better to do like a can you survive 339 mods with a question mark at the end, you know, or like put it as a question to the audience, like, is it possible, rather than I tried, because I tried sounds like, as I said,
I agree with this.
You didn't do it.
And I would add another thing on top of that. All right, you got the Demogorgon in there, so of course it's probably going to be in the hook. In fact, if anything, I would force that shit to be in the hook. You need that in the hook, because basically you want them to click on and like the first thing they're seeing is the Demogorgon like fucking chasing you or something, right? But you're confirming to them, look, you didn't click on the wrong video. It is Lethal Company. There is a Demogorgon, and then start explaining. I would also even implore you to put that in the title as well a little bit. You get cataloged for that, so then your content will appear in front of people who like Stranger Things, who like, you know, Demogorgons, etc., horror content. And that's a bigger basis than Lethal Company. More people know what a Demogorgon is than than people that know Lethal Company, you know? Lethal Company is like a dead game at this point. It's kind of ran its course. So who cares, right? The people who are going to notice it's Lethal Company are going to notice it's Lethal Company. You can put Lethal Company in the tags. You can put that in the description. If you would tell somebody, besides the mods, besides the days, besides the constraints, what is it that I should expect? And that is what you should sell to them in the title and thumbnail, right? Like the expectation of enjoyment. Look at all these concepts and like slowly pinpoint like what is the most interesting thing to me or you or whatever it may be that you think you would sell the person. Because if you can sell them on the thing, right, then you can get them to buy in and watch the video. It's just like the concept of can you sell me this pen, right? You're not trying to sell them the pen because this pen is great, this pen is gonna last you forever, this is this and that. No, you don't sell them the pen. You're trying to ask the person, well, why are you in the market for a pen? What's your price budget on this pen? Do you want something that is gonna be multicolored or one color? Do you want it big and bulky or thin? And when you break it down like that, it allows you to kind of target your audience better.
Dimi, I wouldn't underestimate the use of like A/B testing on titles as well. Like you can actually try, multiple variations. You can try a simple one. You can try one that specifically mentions multiple numbers, the 15 days, free challenges, for 339 mods, and you can try a real bizarre one. You can take all of what Muzz has just said and compare them against each other, see what it does, and then based on what ones do, keep replicating that going forwards, and then adjust it further, and then your next video take that model, do 3 more and try it again until you can get exactly what it is the kind of audience that watches your stuff will be clicking on.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely always been against A/B testing just because I feel like it damages videos, but that perspective is something no one's ever like said it. They've always said A/B test because then you get like the best title and the video will like blow up.
The point is you're early enough where you're only getting, right now 500, 800 views. You should be learning from every upload. And the way to do that is every time you upload, you've got 3 chances to learn instead of 1 now. And you can test them against each other and keep refining down every upload until you've figured out exactly what it is that works. And then you've got a method and a process that you can replicate to then blow up. It's not about blowing up with the A/B test. That would be lovely.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think you mentioned this. A lot of people like specific numbers, and then obviously a big sell point is the mods. If I have a demo, I feel like it loses clarity if I put a Demogorgon in the back, but then it does say it's modded. Because then it's like I'm just pretending there's a Demogorgon in, but obviously there is not a Demogorgon in Lethal Company.
So I think that's the wrong perspective to have. There's a Demogorgon in the game. It's not really like you're clickbaiting them. So it doesn't, your perspective doesn't make sense. I get what you're trying to say, but no, it's not clickbait by the definition of clickbait type shit. So this is just like Lethal Company. I couldn't really find anything specific in mods, but these are like some of the biggest outliers in the past few years and whatnot for everything that people have clicked on. So you see there's a lot of stuff. There is some things when it comes to Lethal Company and getting people to click on it. So I would definitely recommend, just based off this, to try and have one Lethal Company title. But the thing is, as you can see here, like I said, dead game, trying to focus on Lethal Company, like 2 years, 1 year, 2 years, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. You're seeing here that it's clearly not the biggest game.
Can you show from the last 2 months, Moss?
Yeah, I can. Here, I got you. So you'll see here, like 2 months. Oh, RDC live, they're RDC. They get views no matter what. But yeah, you'll see here, this is nothing involving Lethal Company. So Lethal Company itself as a tag is very dead at the current moment in time. But yeah, if you can find somebody that does mainly modded content, that would be good, and we can always come back to that and see what's up with it.